This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
What is item number 66 and why was it such a hot topic at the latest Hazleton Area School Board meeting? Find out next. Happy Friday, friends and family, and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Kara, coming at you in beautiful HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. And remember to take us with you on the go with the Samsung Productions app. Here's your Friday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Controversy erupted at last night's meeting of the Hazleton Area School Board. One item on the agenda that brought many questions and concerns was item number 66. It reads, quote, recommend board approve to suspend all hiring policies for the appointments on tonight's agenda, unquote. Several people came to the podium to question the move. In the end, the board did vote to suspend the rules and hire Dan Rogers as an assistant superintendent at the salary of $122,000. His duties will include those of a human resources manager. Rogers held a similar position with the district in the past. He sued the district and won after it abolished his job. The board also voted to hire Patrick Patty, a recent finalist for the superintendent's job. Patty, an administrator in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District, will now serve as the new curriculum director at a salary of $110,500. He will assume many of the duties of George Donati, the director of elementary and secondary education, who's retiring at the end of the year. Union representatives questioned why they were asked to have their members take salary freezes when the board was spending money on new administrative positions. Others questioned why the changes were being made prior to next month's school board election. The board also hired Mark Scarcella, the husband of school board member Jacqueline Scarcella. He will serve as the first dean of discipline at a salary of $40,000. His wife abstained from voting on his appointment. The board accepted early retirements for several key employees, which the district believes will create savings to pay for the new hires. And you could read much more about last night's meeting in Kent Jackson's article in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. You can also watch the meeting in its entirety on the district's website, hasd.k12.org. The meeting was recorded by BCTV Channel 99 by students of the district's broadcast communications class. Members of the Hazleton Area High School class of 2019 will host a special Halloween event tomorrow. Lisa Sugart has the details.
If you're looking for the perfect way for your children to trick or treat and be safe at the same time, we have the solution. It is called Trunk or Treat, and it's taking place tomorrow at Hazleton Area High School. I'm pleased to welcome the two ladies who have organized this great event. To my left is Caitlin Finnerty. She is a Spanish teacher at Hazleton Area High School, and Jordan Drake, also a Spanish teacher at Hazleton Area High School. Jordan, I'll start with you. Why was it so important for you to organize this great event?
Well, we wanted to provide a safe environment for all of the kids of our community to come out and trick or treat this year. At the same time, we're raising funds for the junior class of 2019 at Hazleton Area High School.
Okay, so this is a great way. You're kids helping kids, I guess you could kind of say, because you're doing it for the little ones and it's helping the bigger ones.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is going to be a convenient location. Everybody knows where Hazleton Area High School is, I would assume. And so I guess, Caitlin, tell us all about the particulars. It's happening tomorrow starting at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 5 o'clock, you can come over to the high school. The event will be set up in the student parking lot, so that's across from the high school building. Parking will be available in the parking lot right in front of the high school, and there'll be a crossing guard there so that we can safely get everyone across into the student lot. We'll have all the trunks set up, so there'll be plenty for all the students and all the children. We will also be having a lot of games set up, carnival-like games that the students have organized, as well as face painting for some of the children too. For a little bit extra, we'll have a bake sale going on, and also we'll be selling empanadas. So those will be at an extra charge, just a couple dollars more if you want a little snack while you are trick-or-treating.
I think that sounds like a perfect get-together. So because this is a fundraiser for the class of 2019, you are charging a fee for everybody to participate in this when they come. So you're accepting cash. Tell them how much it is, Jordan.
It's going to be $5 per trick-or-treater. The parent accompanying each child doesn't have to pay for the entrance.
Okay. So you do want to make that clear that you would like the children must be accompanied by an adult.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So again, this is happening tomorrow. There's a $5 fee for each child participating, but it's a trunk or treat, and it's a safe way for the kids to get out and trick or treat. I've never done this before, so you're hoping to have a huge turnout. And I guess the class of 2019, are they helping out with this?
Oh yeah, all the students will be there with their cars. They'll be dressed up, ready to hand out candy to all of the children. We're really hoping to see everyone there. We're hoping this is a great success so that we can make this a regular event for our community.
Sounds great. I commend both of you ladies for taking the time and effort to make such a great and safe trick-or-treat idea. Again, the trunk or treat tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. in the student parking lot at Hazleton Area High School. It does cost $5 per child, but it's benefiting the class of 2019.
Thanks, Lisa. Now we ask, what's the future of the former St. Joseph's Hospital building in Hazleton? According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, the former hospital building was sold at auction on October 9th. While details have not yet been released, the newspaper has confirmed the sale. The listing for the property stated that it includes 5 non-contiguous parcels, including 3 parking lots. Just last month, a district judge fined the owner $20,000 plus court costs due to building code violations. The closing for the new owner is expected to take place next week. And don't miss tonight's brand new episode of The Girls. Join Deb and Janine as they focus on cancer awareness with their guest Cheryl Shima. Cheryl shares her battle with cancer and the support she has received from family and friends. It's an episode you won't want to miss tonight at 9 p.m. on SSPTV. And remember, you can watch any episode anytime with the Samsung Productions app or on our website at ssptv.com. Plus, don't miss The Girls in person at Halloween this Wednesday at the Laurel Mall. Coming up in sports, my interview with a Hazleton native who is on the beat covering Penn State football. And after this break, meet Lorna, the dog at Adopt Me. That's actually Mark Brennan, who you're going to see in sports. But Adopt Me is next too. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hi, I'm Anna Hadjaeva Mariana and welcome to Modern Smile. Today I would like to talk about veneers. What are veneers? Veneers, it's almost like an artificial nail that will go over your nail, but it's permanent. It's placed on your tooth and it's adhesively placed and cemented onto your tooth. Candidates for veneers are people that do not like the color of their teeth or they don't like the shape of their teeth. It's very easy appointment. What will be required, minimal reduction of the tooth structure. They go from 0.3 millimeters to 0.4 to 0.7 millimeters, and it will depend on the staining of your teeth. For example, if the tooth is really dark, it will require more reduction. The reduction that will be needed will be on the facial surface of your tooth, which is just the surface of the tooth that you can see in the mirror. And also, I will have to shorten your teeth by maybe a millimeter or millimeter and a half to 2 millimeters. That will allow the lab to fabricate veneer that will be very, very strong. Candidates for veneers, if you know that you are grinding your teeth at night, you are not a good candidate for veneers. The reason for it is if you do produce those pathologic forces during night, you will fracture your veneers. Then the other option would be for you porcelain crowns. But again, if you would like to change your smile, the easiest way would be veneers. Those are permanent options. They don't get rebonded with the new materials that we're using, and staining is minimal or not at all.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Just another beautiful fall day in Northeast Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. The Orionid meteor shower peaks tonight and tomorrow night, 30 meteors an hour. Check it out. It will be clear tonight and cool with a low of 49 degrees. Extended look at the forecast. Saturday, sunny with a high of 72 degrees. At night, mostly clear, low in the lower 50s. Sunday is mostly sunny with a high in the upper 60s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low of 51 degrees. On Monday, we have a 30% chance of showers, high of 67. At night, rain is likely, cloudy with a low of 54. Tuesday, 70% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 63. And then Tuesday night, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 47 degrees. Almost to our Adopt Me segment, but first, your midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 9, 5, pick 3, 6, 2, 3, pick 4, 3, 6, 8, 6, pick 5, 0, 9, 7, 5, 5 with the wild number 8. Okay, Adopt Me from the Hazleton Animal Shelter, and then we'll come back and talk with the publisher and editor of FightOnState.com.
Hello again. Here I have with me Lorna. Lorna is an approximately 1.5 to 2-year-old Maltese mix. Like all of our dogs, she's current on her shots, including her rabies and distempers. She's also spayed and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and come up negative for both. Lorna here is also microchipped. We're not sure what she's like with other dogs, so as is always the case, we recommend doing a meet and greet if you have a dog of your own and are considering adopting her. As you can see, she's in equal parts playful and affectionate. Not only does she love to run around, but she loves to be held in your arms. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Fabio. Fabio, as you can see, is very much a lover and prefers to be held in your arms. Like all of our cats, he's current on all of his vaccines, including his feline distemper and his rabies shot. Fabio here is also neutered and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. Equally friendly with pets and people, we recommend him for a household that may or may not have a pet at home. We also think, due to his laid-back nature, that he'd be all right with children as well, seeing as how he does not mind being picked up and held and relishes the attention. Fabio here is very young, only about 6 to 8 months old. Despite his size, he's still technically a kitten. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Lorna, Fabio here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazleton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
This week, our Football Friday feature is with Mark Brennan, the editor and publisher of FightOnState.com and Fight on State, the magazine. He's covered Penn State football for years and has some really great stories. And there's another big reason we had him on. Check out the story.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, but if you find a place that has great pizza, who cares if nobody yells your name when you come through the door?
You know, the funny thing is that I always go to Snap's, the bar, and when I walk in there, you know, it's a very local place, and people kind of look at me a little bit sideways, not realizing that my mom's house was a block and a half away. I actually lived very close to that place for years and years and years, but obviously if I get back, I was disappointed that the last time I was in town was a Monday and Snaps was closed. But if I get back to Hazleton, that's where I'm going, get myself some sausage and Skamutz pits.
Make no mistake, Mark Brennan is a proud Hazeltonian. The editor and publisher of FightOnState.com and the popular magazine by the same name lives and works in Happy Valley, but his roots are covered in Skamutz. He played basketball at Hazleton High School and Penn State Hazleton. He then tried out for the team at University Park and didn't make it, so he decided to pursue his dream of being a writer and joined the sports staff at the school's newspaper, the Daily Collegian. Brennan did an internship with the Hazleton Standard Speaker where he had mentors like Ray Saul and Rich Scarcella. More on that relationship in a bit. But let's fast forward to 2004 when Fight on State merged with the popular grassroots fan site PSU Playbook. The site launched at an interesting time. After 2 straight losing seasons, the Lions won a Big Ten title in 2005. So Brennan has covered the highs and lows of Penn State football, from Big Ten championships to the Jerry Sandusky scandal.
I knew Joe Paterno as I knew him. I knew Tim Curley, you know, through my interactions with him. I was going to form my own opinions. Everybody has the right to form their own opinions. I thought ultimately, you know, most of the answers will come out. I'm sure some of the answers never will come out, but I don't think that you have to. I never understood what the rush was to say this guy's wrong or this guy's right, or everything was so polarizing. And I think ultimately people realized that there was no black or white, that there were a lot of gray areas, that Joe Paterno was neither a god nor a pariah. You know, he was like all of us. He was right in the middle there somewhere. So coming out of that, that's one thing I've learned. And it's one thing that if I could pass along to any young journalist, you know, sometimes it's great to break a story. Sometimes it's great to be first. But you know what's really great is when you're right. And that's the most important thing that I've learned through the last few years.
During that time, he covered another NEPA native, Matt McGloin, who played quarterback at Penn State and helped hold the team together after the NCAA imposed sanctions on the program in 2012.
The great thing about Matt McGloin is he ended up being a tremendous player at Penn State. Whether they won or whether they lost, he was going to come out and talk to you after a game. You know, I remember he threw 5 interceptions against Florida in the Outback Bowl, and he came out and, you know, he was, you know, spitting nails and, you know, angry as could be, but he talked to us. And he was at Penn State, obviously, through a very difficult time. So he really represented the Coal region well.
This weekend, Brennan will be covering the Lions as they take on Michigan at Beaver Stadium. After the game, there will be 2 Hazeltonians covering James Franklin's press conference, Brennan and Rich Scarcella of the Reading Eagle. Both of them have nicknames. Brennan got his during his junior year at Hazelton High School. The basketball team called him Big Man as a joke since the 6'2", 160-pound, give or take Brennan had to guard the taller and much heavier Bill Lane in practice. Here's how Scarcella got his nickname.
When he first started working at Reading, it was right around that 88 period when I started covering Penn State full-time. And for years, Joe Paterno called him Rick. He didn't call him Rich, he called him Rick. So to this day, a lot of the older people on the beat joke around and call Rich Scarcella Rick. So people at Hazelton, if you see Rich Scarcella, call him Rick and see what happens. He will laugh, I promise you. And if you see me, call me Big Man, but not because I'm particularly big. It's because people were making fun of me back in the day.
If you're ever in Snaps and you see Brennan, don't forget to say hello, because no matter where he goes to cover Penn State athletics, he always remembers where he came from and who helped him get to the position he's in.
Good stuff from Mark Brennan, and here's more. Here's his take on the Lions' upcoming schedule that includes Michigan, Ohio State, and Michigan State in 3 straight weeks.
Michigan's defense is terrific, but their offense just isn't that good. So I think if Penn State takes care of business, they'll be fine. They'll be fine at Michigan State for those same reasons. But Ohio State, tremendously coached team. Urban Meyer has a week off, a bye week before that game. You have to imagine that they're going to be ready after what happened at Beaver Stadium last year. So listen, go out there and hope everything comes together and give yourself a chance to play for a national title. That's if they get past this weekend.
As you can imagine, Brennan is very busy during the football season, so I want to thank him so much for his time. A few notes before we get to Ron Marchetti now. The Marion girls volleyball team won a Schuylkill League championship last night, and the Hazelton area field hockey team will host the District 2 AAA title next week. We'll try to catch up with both teams in the district playoffs. Now, short shots.
Enrique Hernandez hit 3 home runs, won a grand slam last night as the Dodgers clubbed the Cubs 11-1 during a trip to the World Series for the first time in 29 years. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Short Shots, and happy birthday to 2 of my daughters who were born on back-to-back days, 2 years apart, starting yesterday. Lisa Urick on the left and Robin Mahalik on the right. It's hard for me to believe that the Dodgers have not been in the World Series since 1988. They will meet either the Yankees or the Astros. A coast-to-coast World Series would be nice, but that still remains to be seen. This is a huge weekend in sports. High school football. Week 9 is upon us. The 4-4 Hazelton area Cougars are at the 6-2 Dallas Mountaineers tonight, and the Marion Catholic Colts will host the Minersville Miners at the Standard-Hosky Field in the Men of Marion Stadium. The field will be dedicated with the new name, Standard-Hosky, before tonight's game. Tomorrow, Michigan is at Penn State and USC is at ND, both on national TV. That's good. But both games start at the same time, 7:30. That's bad. And if the Yankees lose tonight, the 7th game of the ALCS will be on also at the same time. But right now, let's review. Last Friday night at Harmon Geist Memorial Field, on an ugly night and a lousy crowd, the Cougars lost a devastating game, 20-14 to Donegal. Quarterback Sparky Woke threw for 263 yards and 2 touchdowns, but Hazelton only rushed for 48 yards. Marion shut out Shenville 44-0 behind Seth Pollock's 147 yards and 3 touchdowns. Other scores of local interest. Crestwood handled Hanover 42-7. Jim Thorpe scored on the game's final play, a 37-yard Hail Mary to just get by Tamaulipa 30-26 to remain unbeaten at 8-0. Mauna area beat Minersville 21-14, and Schuylkill Haven crushed Panther Valley 76-0. Mother of God. What else? Hazelton area tennis star Stephanie Mazurek captured the district singles gold medal for the first time in Cougar school history, boy or girl, after beating her teammate Lily Nowak, who took home the silver. Then on the following day, the Lady Cougars captured the school's first ever tennis team district crown, defeating Abington Heights. And then on Wednesday, in the doubles championship, Lily Nowak and Sophia Losan took the 3A silver for Hazelton. And that same day, Marion's Tina Caparel earned her second Schuylkill League cross-country championship. Congrats to her and all those Lady Cougars. Louisville University told their basketball coach, Rick Pitino, "You are finished here, and so am I. Till Monday, enjoy, and stay loose."
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Happy 48th birthday to Rosemary Pavick Snyder, who's celebrating her birthday on Sunday. Love Susan, Patty, and Otis. So tomorrow, College Game Day is coming to Penn State for the Penn State-Michigan game, which is a pretty big deal for your Penn State football fan. I'm not, so I won't comment on it. But I will comment on the designer purse bingo that is being put on to benefit Thon. This event is October 22nd at the Penn State Hazelton Gym. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. For more information, you can get in touch with Nicole at the email on your screen. The Hazelton Police FOP Lodge number 18 is having a kids' Halloween carnival at the Giant Supermarket in Hazelton on Sunday, October 22nd. But that's old news. Here's new news. One of us here at SSPTV News is going to be a guest judge in the Halloween costume contest. Which one of us is it going to be? Well, you're going to have to show up on Sunday to find out. And finally, speaking of costumes, come on out to the prize-winning costume rentals if you need a costume for Halloween. There is both adults and kids sizes. All information about the store is listed on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Irene D. Brennan of Hazelton. The Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home in Hazelton will announce the arrangements. And Thelma Smith of Freeland. All services will be private under the Turnbach Funeral Home in Hazelton. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Barbara Barnes of Hazelton. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
I'm really not saying this to jinx either team, but I think Notre Dame and the Yankees will get a victory this weekend, and I cannot wait to see Ron Marchetti on Monday on Cloud 9. It will be something to witness. Set your DVRs if and when this happens this weekend. We'll be back for so much more fun this week. If you missed anything from this past week, get that Samsung Productions app or go to our website to check out past newscasts. That's it. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take it easy.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.